currently in a relationship with this 6'5" mountain of a man. I'm not even exaggerating when I say everything about him is perfect.
Wow.
He's obsessed with me. He's financially stable, communicates. He's romantic. He drives a nice car, has a good job, isn't a boy. But God really said nobody can be perfect. He has the smallest penis.
Emotional, damn it!
I'm a small girl. I'm 5'3", and it's like the size of my palm.
Oh my God, not the palm.
Palm only, don't add your fingers. I can't feel it inside me.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm joined by my co-host,
JD.
So, what are we talking about today?
Sista said some modern women were raised by side chicks.
Ooh, touchy, but very true. Anyways, we have 4 clips for you today. Let's jump right in, waste no time. Here's clip number 1.
I got on one lash, I got rained on, but hear me out. Y'all bitches always saying pick me, but I could tell who was raised by side bitches. Let's really talk about this. A lot of you women were raised by bitches who were side bitches, so a lot of the shit that y'all think is okay or think is cool, y'all seen y'all mama do, but you don't know your mama or your grandma was a side bitch, so you think it's cool. Like, let me elaborate. You calling me a pick me because I spoke on some shit that y'all bitches know is true, but because I'm a woman and I said it, and I'm supposed to have, like, I guess it's woman code, y'all got a problem? I don't even like you bitches. I don't give a fuck if I'm a woman. I don't like y'all. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all because of shit like this. Y'all never honest with y'all fucking stuff. That's why a lot of the shit y'all go through, a lot of the problems y'all have, and a lot of the emotional support that y'all need is because of y'all. Because y'all don't fucking be honest with yourselves. Literally, and y'all bitches ain't done nothing but prove my point. And then y'all bitches always talk about, pick me. Bitch, your mama wasn't picked. That's why you think the way that you do. You've never had a real male figure in your life to really be real with you and tell you how men really think. Y'all be listening to these little ass boys that y'all think is y'all friends for real. And these niggas literally just be trying to fuck y'all. They don't tell you how men really think about y'all. The shit that y'all be doing, that dumb ass going back to niggas every single time they fuck you over or always calling these niggas with y'all business and advice, they be cooking y'all ass behind the scenes. Like I said, a lot of you bitches were raised by side bitches. Bitches that wanted to be picked. So y'all think the shit that y'all doing is okay. And I bet you if you go in the room right now and look at your motherfucking mama and see how her life turned out, you gonna listen to what I said and know that I'm right. Have a good day.
Ooh, powerful.
Have a good day.
Powerful. Who can relate to some of the things that she said, if not all? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm going to read us some of the TikToks, but before I do that, what's some of your thoughts?
Okay. I have an issue like with this pick me business, right? Everyone has their own definition of what a pick me is. But I'm going to say my definition of it is pretty much what she said in regards to not being picked. You haven't been chosen. No man has picked you up, said, yeah, I want you. You're mine. We're going to do this thing together. Like, a lot of women don't get picked, but call other women pick me's who have been chosen.
That's because they think that they choose when they get married. So they think that, okay, women are the gatekeepers to smashing, right? Men are the gatekeepers to relationships. So if you agree with a man, they're sold that men ain't ish. So you're a pick-me. So basically you're doing anything for the approval of men. But then you're the ones being picked.
Exactly.
So
make it make sense.
Hey, what else? Because I'm going to read some of these TikToks. These are TikToks in regards to this video.
The responses.
The responses
from
of people. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
going to read some of those off.
Well, another thing I have to say is if you haven't been picked, then obviously there's a reason, right? Some women will say, "Oh, I want to be single. I'm fine with being single." Okay, cool, fair enough. Maybe you're okay with it. Yeah. That's cool. But majority of you want to be picked. Let's be honest. You want a guy to choose you over every other chick in this world, and I think a lot of women are just they're spiteful. A lot of women are haters, and they hate on a woman that got it correct.
Sounds like the Mean Girl movie, but I hear what you're saying, right? But You have to understand that there's a sign language, there's a shaming language.
I know.
Women are getting picked. But anyways, let's move away from that. This is from TikTok, right? So here's one of the comments. I knew my mom's friend stopped sleeping over once my dad got out of jail.
Repeat that.
I knew my mom's friend stopped sleeping over once my dad got out of jail. Sad emoji face. I was 7 years old.
Oh.
So
Oh.
this person is saying that I knew what time it was when daddy came back from Chino. She clocked on as she got older. She
At
didn't
7?
know. Exactly, right?
Wow.
This is another one. And that's ratchet. That's ratchet.
Wow.
But that's when she clocked on. She knew, hey, something wasn't working, right? TikTok number 2. All of us had different last names. Laughing emoji.
You know what that means?
I learned when they taught us about nuclear families in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Because you're a child, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know what it is until you get older. You're like, hey, I thought the way I was living was normal. Come to realize it weren't the case.
Yes. When you get older, you realize who was the actual problem. Because let me say this. A lot of mothers, or let me say single mothers, will always say, oh, your dad's a deadbeat, your dad's this, that, and the other, right?
And you think that?
Sometimes they are. Sometimes you are 100% correct.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. A lot of the time, your mum was the problem, or she was a side chick, or, you know.
Because a lot of time children, okay, they because a lot of adults involve children in adult business. And
Shouldn't do that.
And the child is not mature enough to understand what's really
Exactly.
going on. What it is. Comment number 3. I was 10 when it hit me. I don't know what happened. People, point in the comments, when was your time when you got hit with the harsh reality? Because some people are still living in delusion up to now.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Here's another comment. It hit me when I was 13, when I found out my father wasn't my father.
You see?
Ratchet.
You see what I'm talking about?
So some people's grandmothers, mothers, great grandmothers,
We're
aunts,
side chicks.
they're side chicks, and some people think that the way they were living was normal. Imagine that. The man that you thought was your father is not your father. God damn. Anyways,
Gotta do better, man.
this happens every day.
It happens all the time.
Exactly, right? All right. Here's another comment. Early when you got mismatched siblings and ones you never met. So you've got the siblings and the other siblings that you never met, right? What that one was dad. You know, you got that one guy.
Yeah. That
He's
you thought
dad to
was your
all of
daddy.
you.
Yeah.
Laughing emoji.
You see?
I know some of you can relate to some of these things because
If you've got siblings and you have siblings from, say, okay, your mum and father together had you,
Everybody's
or had
mismatched.
you and your sister or brother or whatever, right? And then you've got a sister and brother from your dad's side, or you have another sister and brother from your mother's side that's not the same daddy as your daddy. Listen, it gets complicated.
exactly.
Some
So-
of us don't even know if we've got other siblings
Yeah,
out
but
there somewhere.
What we're reading off is these are all red flags. These are signs of side chick mentality. It's the truth. Might be harsh. It's the harsh reality, but it's the truth. Let me read off one more TikTok because we've got a follow up to this video, because obviously they punish the people asking questions. When you speak out, then the pick me, the names, the sign language,
Yep.
because she spoke the truth. It is what it is. Now here's the last comment I'm going to read off. You learn it young. If you had lots of uncles, and that's the last comment, right? So what I got from that was this. Women that I've met that have lots of uncles, men in their life, guide them properly, and they say, yo, they because the protection of males, they show you, don't do this, don't do that. And I think you kind of see more when you're around men. And I think the women that I've met that have uncles, big brothers or whatnot, they kind of get the gist of how it works. So they know, like, my mom was kind of a garden tool. She was a 3 or 4. Or they know my grandmother, damn, or she's still in competition with me. And that's my grandma. some 70-year-old in competition with a 21-year-old trying to sabotage me. Again, who can relate? Share some of your thoughts in the comments below. I don't know if you want to add anything more before we play the
I
follow up to
do
that.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people are on TikTok, so I'm sure a lot of people have seen videos of mother daughter sort of dances and all these things. People can say, yeah, they're just having fun. All right, cool. Yeah, in some situations they're just having fun.
Yeah.
But especially when the daughter is a certain age
Yeah.
and your mum is doing these dances with you, a lot of the time your mum's in competition with you and you don't even realize it, because when you're doing those dance moves and you're popping it, locking it, and
Gyrating up all
twerking
them
and
thing
all.
there.
Listen, first of all, you're advertising. Second of all, she's advertising, but you don't realize that you are her competition. She realizes it, but you don't.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times.
So it conditions, so the elders, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, they condition the younger women to think just like them. Before you know it, the cycle continues.
Yeah. 3 generations down the line.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Who can relate to this? Anyways, let's play the follow-up clip, because this lady, she got bashed for making the first video. Here's her response. Here's clip number 2.
My relationship with womanhood is not weird at all. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Y'all are so mad that I'm not on here bashing men when it's obvious men, we see every day what the fuck they are. Like, we don't have to keep talking about this shit. We have enough eyes, we have enough books, we have enough movies, we have the fucking internet, we have babies. Like, we know how men are. We see this shit every day. But there's nobody out here getting on y'all women, because every fucking woman that starts something that's a movement, bitches is just going with it and thinking that it's cool. Like, I don't care what you do with your body. I don't care how many kids you have. I don't care who you sleep with. None of that. But the things that y'all do and we do to each other is terrible. And nobody talks about that shit. Immediately when a woman says something about another woman, everybody want to say, pick me, pick me. It's always be half and half. It's half of the women that's conscious of what the fuck we do to each other, and when they actually take accountability for the stuff that they do as well. Even myself, I'm on that side. But the side that I'm not on is you delusional ass bitches who want to sit up here and act like y'all just so perfect, and y'all really be terrible ass beings, terrible ass mothers, and really just terrible ass people in general. With that being said, even from childhood, growing up, having friends with toxic ass mothers, y'all come from some really mean people. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Growing up, my house was a safe house. My friends loved coming over my house because my grandparents and uncles and aunties was never on no weird shit, never made them feel weird, never disrespected kids. Just the shit that y'all think is normal, the way that y'all treat people is terribly. But because a woman is beautiful or she look nice and the shit be cool, like, I don't like that. Then I didn't care what y'all was talking about. If I say something and you think you about to say something to me and I'm not gonna respond to you, you got me fucked up. Cause what I say on my page, platform, whatever the fuck you wanna call this shit, what I say over here is my business. I'm gonna continue to say it. And if you don't like it, you just don't fucking like it. But don't sit up there and try to act like nobody don't like women, because I love them. They are beautiful. And if you really want to be 100, this world wouldn't be shit without us. So let's really talk about it. And not only that, the reason y'all think I'm so terrible is because y'all have had mothers and people in y'all life that have enabled y'all to not take accountability for your actions, and you don't realize how you have to be comfortable with yourself to acknowledge when you're wrong. And y'all don't do that. Everything is everybody else's fault. You get to asking a bitch, what's your problem? Such and such did this. They did this to me. So where you fall into the category, bitch? Don't you live in your body? So like I said, be fucking for real. Y'all be on here trying to sound so smart and be sounding so fucking dumb. Just be quiet. Cause y'all not gonna win.
Okay, that's the end of that clip, right? And I agree with her. Women had voices for how long? The male space is now quite new, and we know about like men because the bashing and the crap. So now we're talking about the dynamics of relationship with dating women, and she's only just saying the obvious that we all know, and she's getting the sign language and name calling, and that's BS. And she's saying it's not that I hate women. She's saying I'm a woman. I love being a woman, but this is what it is.
what is wrong with saying what the issues are? When women, listen,
The sister code.
exactly, it's a problem.
The sister code.
It's a problem because, like, let's be honest. First of all, women keep women single. Women keep women
agree.
single. Women don't like to take accountability for anything that they do, even when they
know why?
know that they're wrong.
Because the captain is not willing to go down with his ship.
No, no, they don't. They don't. And I'm sorry, you talk about sister code as well. A lot of women are jealous of each other. You like to spin each other lies. Like, say you've got a friend that's overweight, for example, and you lot are going clubbing, and she's like, "Oh, what do you think of what I got on?" Her belly's hanging out, all sorts of shit is hanging out, and then you say, "Oh yeah, hon, you look nice. Look at you. Okay, I see you."
I've seen it
All
before.
of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
How we really,
So you're not being honest.
really?
You know what it is, right? I think this, Ran. I think men and women communicate different. So women are more passive, men are more just, you know, blunt. They say it how they say it, right? But sometimes you might say something to a woman and it might be true. And they say, oh, it's your tone. Oh, it's this where men, I just say it to you, I'll say it to you. I'm not being disrespectful. From when I'm not being disrespectful, men will get it. If I see a guy and I'm like, right, and I know him, and it's like, you putting on a bit of weight. He's not going to go, how dare you? He's going to go, Rod, you know what? I have been eating a lot, you know, and it's because I'm very rare, but I'm going to go to the gym. Women, she's a 10. Do you know what I mean? And I think that when a woman has a man lives in chaos, and a man takes her away from chaos, and he allows her to be feminine. But then I think there's no male leadership also because women are masculine and then living in chaos. That's what I think also. What else do you want to add?
Yes, women like to live in chaos, I think.
They do.
Not all,
Because
but
they don't have strong male leadership.
yeah,
So
I
that's
think
what happens.
it's true. If there was more men to lead and stuff like that, not saying there isn't like,
But
then
they won't allow men.
they don't. And also nowadays, a lot of men are just a lot weaker than they was prior. Like a lot of men are not even as masculine.
But let's be fair, that's true. But they've been preaching that for how long when there was strong, viable men that was around.
So there's
but
a
they
problem.
didn't want to choose them.
Yeah, there's issues on both sides. But yes, a lot of women don't allow men to even play that role for them. They find
Look,
living in their
at
chaos.
the end of the day, right? Look what men have to choose from, right? You have the Ciara prayer, right? And so basically Ciara, single mother, being ran through, doing her thing, right? But then how many men is praying for Russell Wilson's dream? How many men are praying for that?
They're not. But how many women are really praying for Russell Wilson?
They're not. Okay, but it's an exit strategy, right? So then I've been ran through. I've done my thing.
I guess.
Hold
in
on.
that
So
sense.
I'm a single mother. I've met a dude that I can control. That he's got money and I can spend his money. My money's my money. His money's my money, and I can do my thing. That's the Ciara prayer, right? Why are men going to be signing up for this? How many men do you think Russell Wilson was praying for that woman? He can say what he say, but do you think he was praying for a Ciara realistically?
No.
How many men are doing that? This is why you have movements like the Passport Brothers. They're saying, why should we have to deal with this? I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna using my passport is a flex, and I'm gonna flex. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think most men, I think they should leave women that are not agreeable, that ain't willing to submit, conditional femininity, all that chameleon rubbish. If they're gonna do that, they're modern women but want traditional men. Listen, I'm gonna go where I'm celebrated and appreciated, and I think most men should do that. That's why you're seeing this whole uprise in the Passport Brothers. That's what I think. This lady just spoke out a little bit, and look at the pushback. She's a pick me. She this and she that. She got the names.
Yeah.
But in that being said, anyway, man, that's some of our thoughts. What's some of you guys' thoughts? Put in the comments. Put in the comment section below. Let's move along. Unless you want to add anything more.
No, we can move along to clip 3.
Let's move along to clip number 3. But before I do that, man, guys, like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
Comment. Let us know your thoughts. Get us in the algorithm.
share as well.
Yeah, and we're also on Rumble.
Yep.
So yeah, check us out there as well. Anyways, and that being said, here's clip number 3.
I'm currently in a relationship with this 6'5" mountain of a man. I'm not even exaggerating when I say everything about him is perfect.
Wow.
He's obsessed with me. He's financially stable, communicates. He's romantic. He drives a nice car, has a good job, isn't a fuck boy. But God really said nobody can be perfect. He has the smallest penis. I'm a small girl. I'm 5'3", and it's like the size of my palm.
Oh my God, not the part.
Palm only, don't add your fingers. I can't feel it inside me most times. And as a thick girl, I know there's a reason why he hasn't tried doggy. Oh my God. When I'm on top riding, it can't manage to actually remain inside. That position is pointless.
His foreplay is amazing and he's so adorable because he wants me to finish, but I can't with that package God gave him. I've suggested toys I can put inside me, but he thinks it'll stretch me out.
Oh, something needs to stretch.
Boys are so dumb. I don't want to tell him I think it's small because I'm pretty sure he already knows it. Sex is important to me, but my ex had good sex, but was an overall dragon of a man and was evil. This doesn't feel like enough to end it over, but it's enough if that makes sense. At this rate, I'll never come again. Please help me.
She said, well, something needs to stretch.
Okay.
What you do?
Listen. Okay, well,
Oh, man.
I'll say this. I'm gonna let you address this one.
I'm sorry. I'm about to cry.
Ain't that body shaming? Well, they
okay.
didn't really shame him, to be fair. Let's just, scratch that. They didn't shame him, did they?
They did it. Obviously, you're just responding to what's being said.
No, they didn't body shame. They didn't body shame. Let's be real. I'm being facetious. I don't think they body shamed him.
No,
This,
I don't.
For me, this one's for the ladies, right? I'll say, I think communication is key.
Yep.
And I think that she should be honest with him.
Mm-hmm.
She don't need to be mean about it. And I don't think she is being mean about it, if I'm honest. From what I've heard anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she should be honest. And I think that they should have a conversation and she might need to run with some foreplay. But in that being said, I'm not a chick. What's
Go on.
What's some of your thoughts on that?
Well, at first I thought, how you gonna expose him like that?
Maybe she posted in the show anonymous, innit? So
Yeah,
just want some advice, innit,
Yeah.
from
I
the
get
people, innit?
I get it. It's just kind of like, whoa. Well, oh man. Okay, I'm sure there's things that men can do nowadays to kind of help you.
You got
With
the enlargement,
the enlargements
processes.
and stuff. Yeah.
But she said the
But-
foreplay was great.
Yeah. So she's saying, on the whole, he's a great guy. It's just that
So
specific
he's
thing
tall,
that
makes
is
money, good looking.
Yeah.
He ticks all boxes.
Yes,
It's
it's
just
just that particular thing that is an issue. So obviously, sex is important in relationships. So I guess that's where she's like, oh, everything would be great if that just that section of it was, you know.
That section ain't cutting it. So, what do you think?
But it's not his fault.
No. Again, it's like a guy
not his fault.
It's like a guy that's short. What can he do? All he can do is wear like, I don't know, wear shoes with thicker soles that make him taller. Wear certain jeans or slimmer cut jeans that make him look
Appear
taller than he
taller,
really is.
Yeah.
There's things that you can do, but if you're short, you're short. If you look a certain way, you look a certain way.
But you
what can
can't-
he do?
You can't. Okay, with what you said in regards to short, it's very different to having a short wee, you know?
But she did say he's great at foreplay, which most men might have the thing on point, but their foreplay is terrible. So
And sometimes both of them. Sometimes
yeah.
guys
So at least he got
are
one right.
terrible at foreplay and terrible in the bedroom.
At least he got one right.
Yeah. I would just say yes, like you said, communication is key. She really needs to think it through in regards to whether she wants to stay or not, because how many women actually find a guy that ticks most boxes?
Yeah.
So she's clearly happy with him. It's just that slight issue that they have. But I think she should talk to him and say, look, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I don't want your feelings to be hurt or anything like that. And this is the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
And then you don't just leave it there. You say maybe suggestions of what
Improvise.
things we can do to help in regards to that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think men are more open to receiving. Can't think of the word.
You tell me,
Receiving.
what are we open to receiving? You know, leave it there. Leave it there. We're
Okay.
open to receiving. Get it?
What's wrong with you?
Anyways.
Anyway, you're open to, you can talk to guys about things or whatever. You're more open.
Yeah,
I can't think
know,
of the
but
word right now.
When it's
but
when
you-
it's something personal like that,
It is
it's very
hard.
sensitive. So
It is, but
I
I,
don't know.
think men will kind of take it better. When you say anything to women, say, oh my God, what do you mean?
yeah, I know,
Do you know what I mean? So
We're
that's
not
what I
em-
mean.
We're not emotional by it.
Yeah. Well, you
But-
kind of
but-
would be in
but
regards
that
to
is-
that. But I think if they have that sort of relationship, then she says, look, this is such and such, and I'm sure there's things, maybe you need some herbs, not herbs, but
yeah, there is some herbs. Yeah,
I know there's things that you can take that
Patreon,
can help you.
Patreon, where we're teaching about the was it that Anuk root or whatever it is, right?
Okay,
Listen.
all them.
I ain't gonna say no more. Anyways, I think this, right? I think a lot of women sleep around, and most women don't find the guy of their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Women sleep up but date down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in this situation, she really has to think about it. It's hard. I can't say to her, leave.
I think that'll
because-
be dumb.
Yeah, I think it's silly to. This is my opinion because I don't know their situation, but I think she should stay, figure it out, and work with it because there's more to life than getting your guts beat out. But let me leave before we go to the last. Let me say this: who thinks that she'll be going back to her ex to get the guts, but keeping the relationship with this 6'5" guy, whatever he is? Put in the comments who thinks that she's going to be linking the ex
Ooh, starting trouble.
and doing her thing on a slide because she's saying, you know what, F this is the palm. I don't want to
But-
deal with the palm dude.
But doing that, yeah,
I'm
but
not saying it's right.
that's a big risk though, because she specifically said that her ex is good in bed, but he's like the devil. So
It's better the devil, you know.
yes, but this guy is she actually from what she said, it seems like she's genuinely happy with this guy. So I don't think she should spoil that just for a beat, because you said he's good with foreplay. Kind of do that for a while until you figure something else out in regards to his shortcomings. But I think she should make the right decision. I think she should stay with him and try to figure something out. I don't think she should sleep with the ex. That's just gonna mess up everything for her. And there's not many men that you can truly say,
True. That's true.
like I found this guy for me.
So basically, she should think long and hard, no pun intended.
Yes,
Anyways,
with fun intentions.
anyways, in that being said, people put in the comments below. What do you think?
What's wrong with you?
What do you think? What do you think she should do? Have you been in the situation? Can you relate? Maybe you know someone that's been in the situation.
Yes, put it in the comment section. I want to know.
And keep it PG, man. Keep
Yeah.
it soft. Anyways, and that being said, let's move along. Here's clip number 4.
So I turned 30 last November, and I just want to share with you guys kind of like an epiphany that I had. I don't know why it took so long to have this epiphany, but I did, and I'm happy. So basically, I was just tired of feeling like I'm missing out on stuff. Like all my friends would go out. I would be with them, obviously, but you know, they'd invite me out. There'd be like a party every Wednesday, like, you know, every Friday, every Saturday. There's always something going on. Friends are DJing, and there's just so many events. Like, it's Los Angeles, so there's always something to do. So constantly, you know, being asked to go places, and of course I'm gonna go because it's probably fun. Who doesn't want to drink? And yeah, whatever. So I would go. But somewhere, you know, within all these going outs and stuff, like something switched and it just didn't, like, it wasn't fun anymore. Like, I would find myself at these events just like waiting, like, you know, anticipating going home, like figuring out how I'm going to make my exit, like, you know, just kind of like feeling even anxious. Just like, why am I here? Like I started asking myself, like, why am I out like every Wednesday and like Friday? Like, why am I holding a $20 drink right now? Why am I? Why? What is this? What is this reason? So I just decided, like, don't go. How about just don't go? You're not missing out on anything. You have these feelings every single time you go out. Like, why not just save yourself and maybe the people that you're rubbing off this negativity to? Like, save the night and just stay home, because it's honestly going to be so much better for you. You can think and, you know, just do something else, maybe something more productive, and you can socialize with these people outside of a bar setting. Like, there are other things you can do with your friends, and if you can't think of something, then I don't know if you guys are friends then. But yeah, don't let the fear of missing out stop you from sitting your ass at home, because you're not missing out on shit.
Okay, that's the end of that clip, right? So now her biological clock is approaching,
Yep.
and her options are not as much as it once was. Now she's getting the epiphany stage,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, now she wants to cash out. Nature has forced her to fix up. That's what's happened here.
Uh-huh.
And now she's trying to sell you the dream
I
of
know.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
It's not no fear of missing out.
Clubbing, all that stuff is not what it's meant to. It's not like all it's scrubbed up to be.
No.
Blah blah blah.
Okay, some people have the fear of missing out, yes, but for her, I don't think it's that at all. I think exactly what you said. I think she now realized that she's getting closer to that fateful wall. She realized that she isn't being fulfilled in what she's currently doing. So
Yeah.
she's seeing it as in, let me just stay home and whatever else. And she's not realizing that it's her yearning.
Do you think? Okay, we know women have a yearning at a certain point in their life.
She's
I want to be
30.
a mother.
Exactly.
I want to be, taken seriously. I want a family. Women have been sold a dream. You can have that. You can put all that stuff off until later. Do you think because she's not getting the same attention that she was getting 21-year-old her, yesterday's price is not today's price?
Yeah.
Do you think the lack of attention is suddenly making her wake up? Or what do you think? What's your thoughts on, as a female?
I think it is that. I think she's not getting the same attention she once was. And so it's like, what's the point of going out? Like, I'm not really getting that attention anymore.
So do you think if she still was getting attention,
she'll still be out there?
Okay, so
because
continue.
how are you talking about Wednesday and Friday? Wednesday, what?
I don't know about that.
A Wednesday?
Each to their own.
Each to their own. Obviously, everyone's work schedule, whatever, is different. I get it.
Yeah.
But during the week, clubbing during the week, okay. But anyway, yeah, I think she is just going through that thing of yearning to have children, settle down, being focused on settling down, finding a partner and stuff like that. You know, all them hot girl summers hasn't planned out the way she thought it was going to.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool, let me allow that now. I'm 30. She needs to start getting that ish together.
Maybe family is whispering in her ear and
like,
saying,
where's your man?
how come
Where's
you're not
your
married? Or
kids?
how come you ain't got
Yeah.
kids? And there's other family members that are younger, got the thing right. I don't know. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross and look at Lala Anthony. And we done stories on them before as well, right? And particularly, let's go to Tracy Ellis Ross. She's just turned 50 something, right? And she's saying kind of the same thing. At 50, she's saying, basically, I've got the money, I've got the career. She's a nice looking woman for her age, right? And she's saying something is missing and she can't rewind back time.
Nope.
So I've never had the chance to be a mother. But she sold you a dream. And I believe it was less than a year ago. She was saying she's happy to be by herself.
Yep.
She has dinner by herself, dresses up, does her thing, right? And each to their own. If that's what makes her happy, it's all good. But she tried to sell us a dream when male spaces show women what happens later on down the line. Women's spaces, women keep women single. Women's spaces sell you they pander to you and they tell you it's all good.
Just like she was in the show Girlfriends.
Yeah. So like girlfriends were like Golden
and the
Girls.
City.
Sex and the City.
Yeah.
It was like Golden Girls came first.
Yeah.
So then Golden Girls are now with Golden Retrievers. So they got their dogs. So Golden Girls got Golden Retrievers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they got their dogs and their pets and their cats. So they cat women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then Sex and the City comes along.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the one? What you just meant? What's the name?
Girlfriends.
So Girlfriends, what she was in.
Uh-huh.
Now she's living. That was a
I think they were shot at similar times. Actually, I think they were supposed to have
No, Golden Girls is all the thing.
not Golden Girls, Sex and the City and Girlfriends. I think they were supposed to have that title as Sex and the City, but I don't know. There was something
But
in
now-
regards to that.
She's actually living out that reality.
Exactly.
So then she
You chose your
speaks-
career first.
She's spoken a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, saying something is missing, and you're now finding that a lot of women, younger women, millennials, today are saying, "Oh, I want to settle down. I want a man." They're being ran through. They're having trouble pair bonding with men. They don't know how to get out. They're stuck.
Literally.
What's some of your thoughts on that? What would you maybe suggest? I think first of all, I say this. I think the older women should tell you lot the truth.
Yeah.
I know, because women would rather their pride and their ego kept intact. But I think they should tell you lot the truth and say, listen, if you plan to have a career and a job, the trade-off is you're going to be lonely. It's going to be harder as you get older to find someone long-term treating you serious, and also geriatric pregnancy. So having children, if you put that off late, then it's going to be a problem. This is adult conversation.
It is. So, yeah, she decided to put her career first, which is what a lot of women like to do. She is of an era of when feminism was hard in there. So she's clearly gone along with that.
Yeah.
Put her career first, held off on children and marriage and stuff. And this is where she's ended up. And this is where a lot of women have ended up. So she's got the money, she's got her career, PhDs, whatever
And then
whatever it is you want.
What happens?
But then at the end of it all, what do you really have left?
You have Lala
An
Anthony,
empty
right?
home.
You do have an empty home, and they want it to be filled with grandkids and their family. No one ain't talking about when it's all said and done. No one ain't talking about those women's careers and jobs. They're talking about, oh, look at this room filled with all these people that come from you.
If you think about it also, how I see it, yes, you have family.
Yeah.
When whoever lives in your house is your family, they're your main family.
Yeah.
Whoever lives outside of your household is your extended family. So what I don't get with a lot of women who choose this road to go down is when you get to a certain age and you're by yourself, you are your own family. You're by yourself.
I know, but the thing is that they don't understand that. And I say, look, the women that come before you should at least tell you this is what it is. Some women that are elder are happy in that situation, but I think most are not.
No.
And then you look at Lala Anthony, for example. She's saying that she has younger men dating her. That's definitely a sign that you've hit the wall, because women want older men, and when younger guys are dating you, men want younger women.
Yeah.
So then they don't know older woman. And I'm not saying, right, there's something wrong with you because you're older. I'm saying, I'm not talking about your value as a human being. I'm
No.
saying as far as your value
Market
as
value.
relationships, right? Men are not taking you seriously as you get older, or not in large amounts anyway. But then you see women saying, older women saying, oh, this young, they're 50. And they say this 20-year-old or the 25-year-old is hollering, or lots of these 30-year-olds are hollering at me. Let's keep it serious. Let's keep it real, man. Stella don't get her groove back. Stop it.
No.
Because they're talking about, oh, Stella's got her groove back. These guys want to come off you.
What women like to say nowadays is 40 is the new 20. And it's not 20 is 20, 40 is 40.
If someone come up,
Stop
if
lying.
someone owes you £40 and they said to you, here's £20 because the new 20 is 40, you're gonna say
yeah.
you about £20 light.
Exactly. Like
keep it
what's
100.
Just stop it.
It's the truth. And I listen, and I read off some of this in this video, this chick's some of the comments, right? And I saw so many women gassing in the comment section. You're a hot girl, you're this and you're that. And no one's disputing your beauty. But then you've lived a certain way so long, You think your beauty is going to carry you only through the door. Are you raised to be a wife? You've accumulated so much BS and so much trauma over dating the Pookies and Ray Rays. You're going to bring that to these guys. And there's that 21-year-old you.
Yeah.
With none of the crap.
And you realize that you can't keep relationships. You always have short-term relationships, never long-term relationships. So a lot of people nowadays think 6 months or a year is long-term relationship. Since
That's true.
What?
You don't get them even, let me even say 10-year relationships.
10 years.
You don't get that anymore.
You'll be lucky to have two years.
Yeah.
And they consider that as a long term. No, it's not.
Because people are coming to relationships with different perspectives. You have women that have unrealistic expectations. They build all these unsavory patterns from poor bonding with men being ran through. And then suddenly, oh, now she wants to cash out. Which that's what we're hearing. But anyways, that's our thoughts on it.
Yep.
I ain't got nothing more to add on that. But in that being said, don't forget to hit the like button.
Yep.
Definitely subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.